If I'm stroking the ground or doing some wild nut shit or twerking, why don't we twerk?
Let's go! Let's fucking go!
Beautiful, but no.
Yeah, nobody says that.
Yeah, nobody. We won't talk about it again.
He sent me these texts with his baby mama, who was Latina, months later after a date. She said, "Go live happily ever after with a dude." To me, what we did was kind of more gay. Like, bruh, you just got your chud ussy pounded. What else have you got to lose? Like, just flip up.
Oh, it's getting zesty out here. From PlaqueBoyMax throwing on bust down lace fronts to Clavicular slobbing down the most transsexual of the transsexuals, to another one of Chud the Builder's gay lovers coming out to expose him with receipts this time. Receipts. I think Zest Maxing season is in full effect. What the fuck? The Zestivities have been on another level as of late, and I only have one question. Will you be in attendance? Now, before y'all persecute me, let me make one thing clear. I have nothing against the LGBTQ community. By all means, live your life the way you want. I don't, nor do I ever want to dictate how someone else decides to live their life. So this is not an attack on y'all. This is about suppressed homosexuality seeping through the cracks of some very, very depressed individuals who pretend to be heterosexual.
A heterosexual.
Okay, head of the sexuals. One thing we know is that people handle depression different ways. Some people feel sorrow and ramble on about how they're not happy with the direction of their life. Some people suppress that emptiness with drugs, misogyny, and materialistic value. And some people inflict pain on others outside of courthouses in Clarksville, Tennessee. I think we can all agree that these individuals handle suppressed homosexuality differently. But when you get that twitch in your pants to twerk, but you can't do it freely, it can put you in a very, very dark place mentally.
Why don't we twerk? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I never even thought about that shit. Like,
oh, you definitely thought about that before. Anyway, I'm Jay with the Beard. Hit like, and if you're new here, consider hitting subscribe. Leave a comment, let me know that you sub so I can personally welcome you to the gang. PlaqueBoyMax has been on a tear lately to break gender barriers.
Chat, my edges are lifting, my hair is coming undone, it's a little frizzy, it's fucking up.
This man wants to twerk badly, and I think by all means, he should do that if that's what he wants. My only problem is how he's pitching the idea to impressionable teens and little kids because he knows that this is the group of people that watch him, which makes it seem a little predatory, a little bit like grooming, if we're being honest, more so than him sharing a perspective.
if I'm stroking the ground or doing some wild nut shit or twerking, why don't we twerk? Now that I think about it, my nigga, why is twerk a gender neutral dance? Twerking is the only gender neutral dance. I'm tweaking? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I never even thought about that shit. Like, that is the only gender neutral dance, bro.
I mean, out of all the things to make gender neutral, you really chose twerking? Now, Max says that this is his attempt to make the world a better place. How he disliked people being so judgmental, and he's trying to do away with labels, basically. And I kind of get that because people do call certain things gay that's not gay. Technically, being gay is indulging in sexual gay activities. But right before this live, he went on a very judgmental rant about fat people.
One day I might wake up with fucking, I don't know, dementia. One day I might wake up, shit, gay. But nigga, one thing I will never wake up is fat. Fat people. Shout out to y'all, bro. Y'all bones are not that big, nigga. That is what we like to call grease. I will never be fat. Shout out to y'all, though. Real shit, my nigga.
And what this does is essentially contradict his views on how judgmental the world is. Look, I can't tell you that Max is pushing an agenda or partially living in his truth. I really don't know. All I can say is that he appears to be happier than the Max we saw just a few months back. That man was depressed, okay? We've seen people such as IShowSpeed, Aiden Ross maximized and exploit the gay community to build undeniable success.
I feel tingle
You ever watched The Wizard of Oz?
in my hole.
Pause, bro.
So maybe this is just a publicity stunt. I don't know. Still weird. Now, Clavicular is the poster child for maxing out anything. So if anybody has the potential to zest to the next dimension, it's this guy. Okay, he got it. He got it. Now, one thing about Clavicular is that he appears to be extremely homophobic. He's a part of that manosphere culture, so he goes around calling everything that he doesn't agree with gay and things like that.
Chains are like the gayest thing ever.
No, the gayest thing in my opinion is it's even worse than chains, and this is strictly an American phenomenon. It's fucking grills.
Yeah, see my point exactly. Which is why it was rather hilarious seeing him at this nightclub full on tongue stab this suspected trans model.
Come on, but this face is nice, you know? Let's go! Let's fucking go! The brother right here! It's the right time!
Clav, what are you doing, bro? Gay Pride Month come around and you just zest away, huh? Now, I don't know if this person was trans or not because he later came out and said that this was a woman. But right after he kissed her, this person walked up and asked him, was that a trans? And he responded with, I really don't care. That's nobody's business.
Oh, wait, I need to know. Those Italians, was one of them trans?
Yeah.
Beautiful, but, you know.
Yeah, nobody says that. So.
Yeah, none of it. We won't talk about it again.
Oh, yeah, no.
I don't know about you, but to me, that doesn't sound like something a head of the sexuals man would say.
Do your homework on being ahead of the sexuals and not in between the sexuals. It hit different.
So even after confirming that one was a man, he invited them back to his hotel room and they kicked it for the night. Ain't no telling what happened that night. Now, even if you want to give the other two the benefit of the doubt, this next one is undeniable. Chud the Builder is about that life. We've seen him be exposed in the past after arriving on the scene portraying this very masculine alpha MAGA Republican. Fairy photos popped up. People who knew him told stories about how he really is behind the scenes. But this one here, this one came with receipts. Chud's past has a weird way of showing up. It's almost like it's hunting him and he's running from it, but he ain't running fast enough.
He sent me these texts with his baby mama, who was Latina, months later after a date. She said, go live happily ever after with a dude. Get him, girl. And then he said, back in the day, when women were made to be feminine, that's when society was the best and the least gay shit occurred. Every time women get out of hand, the femmes go back to the Roman days and dudes who are more femme than their fat girlfriends are. Women are so manly, dudes would rather fuck a femboy than come home to their GF. Bitches who act like dudes will call men gay for fucking femboys who are more feminine than they are. In quotes.
How dare you not want to come home and man with a pussy?
Sorry, babe. I'd rather fuck a girl with a dick than an N-word with a mid pussy like yours. Cry laughing emoji. My friend made a good point where she's like, yeah, bro, like you really owned your baby mama. I know it's like not base, like it's very misogynist. Just say you think it's hot, bro. Like, that's all. It's not really just how hot he was. Yo, look at this last selfie he sent me, actually, from a new faceless Grindr profile.
I'm gonna find it.
Look at this fucking picture. He's so hot. I had to go digging through the text to find it, and I knew I'd sent it to my friend, but I fucking screamed when I saw what she had said. Like, Dalton started messaging me on Grindr again. She said, LMAO, why the fuck is he pretty? If he wasn't like a future murderer, I'd be lit as fuck for you. Shout out my girl for being an oracle, I guess. I said that to her. She's like, on God, I never miss.
And then I said,
neither did Chud, unfortunately. We cuddled on my couch and made out. I've struggled finding a good word for what happened next. Because I think like simulated sex, it's too vague, and frauding is too specific. But at some point, I put it between his thighs. Not his ass, unfortunately. We were like kissing. He flexed his legs together, which it's funny from like Mr. I'm not a gay bottom. Like, I remembered this. Like, this came back to me. What we did was kind of more gay. Like, bruh, you just got your chud pounded. What else have you got to lose? Like, just flip over. Why am I losing my voice? I felt like Dalton wanted a trainee trad wife. We talked a lot about his job. I don't think he ever asked about mine. Several times after doing things for him, he called me a good girl. It was hot, like, don't get me wrong, but there was something unnerving about it. As corny as it sounds, I wondered what would happen if I was a bad girl. Chud was very intense. Ted Bundy stare and all that. He was bigger than me, and he would switch from being overly affectionate to annoyed and angry. Later down the road, he would neg me over text like, I miss your big forehead. And if I pushed back, he excused it.
You know I love you.
Which for one date, he said I love you like a few times. I said it back. I didn't want to get murdered. Maybe I did mean it. But like we both meant it a little bit because we were broken fucking people.
A transsexual saying that what he did with Chud the Builder was even more gay than what he expected? What the fuck? Chadussy pounded. Chadussy? Bro, he ain't living this one down, okay? The internet is too much for me today. Chud the Builder not wanting to live in his truth is most likely why he's in jail right now. The whole time we was thinking that Chud the Builder just hated black people, but his true enemy was himself. Even this person expressed how Chud the Builder couldn't come to grips with his life so much to the point that he displayed random mood swings. Mood swings towards that person who is white. Chud needed a punching bag, and he knew something that was very popular in this political climate was being anti-black. Anyway, let me know how y'all feel about this down in the comments. If you stuck around this long, you're already part of the gang now. Drop a hype if you're on mobile, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.